is now up. Blitz, do you think Team Liquid should contest?
I think they have to. I think fighting against Aegis Cheese, it allows the PA to just insta-jump one of your supports. GH already used buyback too. Like, they're in such a rough position right now on the side of Liquid. I wouldn't be surprised to see them smoke. They've got Hawks to work with as well.
Great choice by Yang. The Lotus Orb, so now he can apply that on Paparazzi when he jumps in. Won't have to worry about the Razor static link, but they're currently trying to do Roshan. Team Liquid are smoked up. DY positions to be able to break that smoke and try and get some sort of disable. GH throws out the Fissure. Fade sitting on the side here. Look for that RP as he's going to be able to jump in.
What an RP!
GH goes in with the Echo Slam, but it's the RP that may secure this fight. Zabo comes in, but Tumbleman pops the BKB. Now the Stone Gate is going down as well. Even with such a good RP, it seems like Paparazzi's falling here with the Scotty on top of him. He's trying to get the kill on Tumbleman as much as possible. They get the Roshan, they get the Aegis, they kill Yang as well. Team Liquid, they win the fight. Now they look for more. Ori shows himself. Team Liquid gonna try and pursue a little bit here, but I think they're very happy with the way that engagement went.
I'm not even sure how that happened. That looked like that was gonna be the best RP that we've seen all tournament.
It's the BKB from Tumbleman. Like, they just didn't have enough. The boat came in a little bit too late. They got up both Stone Gaze and BKB on the Razor. And then at that point, Vici Gaming were just not able to fight. PA gets drained out of all her attack damage. You don't get the chain stun you needed on the Razor to burst him down.
Yeah, good decision though by Liquid. I think they had to take that fight. If you don't take that fight, you give up Aegis Cheese, you probably just lose. And Vici was in that weird position where they got Roshan low enough, where they feel like they have to stick around that area, and there's no disengage at that point.
And now, like, how about the other side of things? Does Vici Gaming wait out 4 minutes of an Aegis? I mean, that could be a damage item on the Medusas. We're going to see that fight one more time.
So Fade gets the angle, hits 3, but GH solo RPs, stops the PA, who does jump in but gets roared instantly.
They're going to head back into the game here as Yang tries to go for the teleport out, but a Fissure stops him. 11K, now cut down to 7.
And it's this next item that's going to change things a lot for Liquid, is the MKB.
Yeah. I mean, even just the levels, right? Level 20 Medusa, that's a massive pickup.
For Vici, things are getting a little bit worrisome. Not the kind of position that they wanted to get into.
Yeah. Stone Gaze duration. If they actually get off the Stone Gaze, Vici
DY's so dead.
Right into it. DY is going to be clipped ever so barely by Tumbleman. Thought he could go for the DPL, but GH, he's always there with the Fissure.
And this is how you chip leads, bit by bit. They're not giving Vici time to just breathe and recover, but I think this might be a conscious effort by Vici too. I think they're under the assumption that they can't fight into the Aegis Dusa, which is more than correct, let me tell you. If you don't think you can fight into the Aegis Dusa, don't even bother, just buy time. Dusa's also now got an MKB.
Now are you thinking about your next power spike, which is the PA level 25?
Yes.
That also means we're going to get the Medusa to level 25, very likely. Unless the PA gets caught here, there's going to be a massive kill. The Echo Slam, throw down all the stuns. Echo Slam, Primal Roar, everything they have. Because if the PA is gone, what damage does Vici Gaming have?
And now you have 2 minutes.
Cutting the creep wave.
Oh, this is really smart. And he's just going to try to go for the ward too.
That'll save the tier 2 for now. But as the creep wave returns,
if you're Liquid, would you continue to go for this?
I would be tempted for sure. If I can get a buyback out of that PA, it would be massive. But at the same time, much like playing into a Disruptor, it's going to be tough to be able to back out against this Kunkka, who's working on this bottom tier 3 right now. Miracle forced to pop his Manta to get rid of that Lion Siphon.
And Liquid now notices what's going on, but it doesn't look like they have any interest in going back. And Ori's just thinking to himself, I can't defend this anyways, so I'll just continue to hit this up.
Oh no! Kuro already TP'd over. They do have, I guess, BKB. There's nothing to stop that here. So they got the tier 3 down. Shrines are now open. Liquid's not in a position to take them just yet, but it is a big win.
Not that bad for Vici, though. Like, the fact that they didn't get racks there in a position where they didn't have to force out PA to do anything.
Yeah, they didn't lose their buyback. They didn't lose the lane of racks.
Yeah, and they survived the Aegis.
Yeah.
Which I think is quite huge, because I think the DOTA was in prime position. If Kunkka's not hitting your bottom racks, or bottom tier 3 tower there, they probably just go high ground and take a free set.
Yeah. Ooh, man, with the Solar Crest, you put that on the Medusa, she already has the Beastmaster aura going on. You gave her even more attack speed. That damage is no longer going to be something that you can just ignore the whim and go for other heroes.
Oh, I'm so glad we got a game number 3 now. Just the type of game that we've seen now, with Vici having such a big lead, Liquid having to chip it away. Vici, I mean, they're still above 50%. And as long as their mentality is such, I think they're in an okay spot. Because it always feels really bad blowing that big of a lead.
Yeah.
Because you're telling yourself, like, oh, now we're losing. If you're not growing your lead, you feel like you're losing your lead. But that's part of Dota 2, where you have to be able to reset yourself and say, like, okay, things are still all right. If you're on the side of Vici, you just remember what happened in the last game, where Liquid was also able to recover. Vici's in a similar position. A pretty coin-flippy game.
Trying to fall here in the top lane. Solar Crest on both sides, it seems, as Yang's going to pick one up as well. And AC for the Kunkka doesn't have like a ton of damage himself, though. And that's where it seems like Liquid can just all in on killing the PA when possible.
Corralled. They 1v4 him, and there's no incentive to go on anybody else. They won that fight with a 3-man RP and GH just solo echoing the PA.
Yeah.
Because they understand that if Paparazzi gets low, he gets forced into a position where his BKB is largely defensive. Like, he's spending that entire time just walking himself back, trying to find blink targets to get out.
That 3-man RP looks a lot different if PA can actually blink strike and just start cleaving people down with that empower.
Yeah, he needed to hit... So they're going to go for the smoke. Vici, they want to try to recover this game back. They really don't want to go super late against this DOTA. I mean, they forced her into a buyback position as Miracle's going to hold the high ground with the
sitting
cheese.
on the high ground with that extra cheese. That's going to be tough to fight into. They immediately hex him up. BKB activated. With the Fissure down, the bow coming out as well. They're actually doing a lot of damage. Now the RP goes down as well, but it's still not dead, and they drained away so much damage away from Paparazzi. He realizes he's hitting like a kitten. He can't take this anymore, so he's going to try and run away, but all of Liquid just stick to him like glue. Paparazzi tries to blink straight away. Liquid, the Fissure, no! They need to go chase him down, and GH knocks him down. Hits him with an enchant totem, takes out the Lion as well. No buyback available for the PA or for the Lion. A 5 versus 3, Team Liquid head straight down mid. Look for their very first lane of barracks.
They almost had him, but the cheese pop at the last second completely turns that around, and the Fissure just made it
impossible. Look at that, they're going straight for the tier 4s. They say if you don't have buyback, you can't stop us. And the Kunkka doesn't have the damage to be able to put up here, Team Liquid. They've managed to hold for so long. The boat's going to come out onto Kuro here. They're going to try and deal with some of these supports really quickly. Or he gets a good swing out. That's going to be enough to kill Kuro, but he can't give too much damage to Matamba Man.
The throne is all that matters here.
As well. The throne is getting low. Good skewer back from Fade, but still Miracle's laning into that throne. A great torrent. Matamba Man dropped a little bit low. They're going to focus on GH now. They should be able to take him out, but still the throne, a quarter HP. Matamba Man pops his BKB, and Miracle's just trying to focus down. The Primal Roll goes down as well. It bounces back into the Beastmaster, but still the throne is only at 400 HP. Torrent goes down, and Medusa's so low, they're trying to get it. Mind control, swinging, it's dead! Team Liquid will take game 3! They take down major winners Vici Gaming and move on.
that hero you sort of try and fit into a draft where other better options have been banned out. Would you agree with that? Or do you think for Secret, it was the plan all along? Do you see the power that Nisha's Jug can have in this match?
I think it's the plan whenever you see a Treant Protector, and you just want something that you know can't really mess up. They have solutions for the root with the Blade Fury, but Juggernaut has not really seen that much exposure compared to the other hard carries that we've been seeing, like the Morphlings, the Drow Rangers, these types of heroes. But like Sheeper said, there's really nothing that you can do wrong whenever you pick a Juggernaut.
Yeah, we'll see what sort of lanes they have starting off. Of course, Thompson on the Pango. We've seen him have a sort of hit and miss on sort of the Pango in the mid, sort of the role and position that not a lot of teams are sort of dabbling with the hero on. Do you still sort of see that a Pango can have a big impact and sort of works with the lineup that OG have?
So previously, Thompson had played the Pangolier in the group stage, and initially I was very hopeful. Thing is, he went for a very utility-based build as opposed to a damage-dealing build. He went for like Greaves, and he was just trying to buy time for Ana's carry. It didn't really bring them any success, and they ended up losing the game with a Phantom Assassin. But this time, we'll see. I think the utility can go a little bit further when you have a Treant Protector to help you survive. It's just, the hero's not very tested. It's just, Thompson is just a beast on it.
We'll see for the moment, Secret. They've got the 3 up top, making sure that they can secure that bounty rune. Nisha on his own down bottom will be sure to see, you'd imagine, one of the supports of Secret head down there. Seb's going to start off on this top lane for now, alongside the, obviously, side lane Bat. Nisha, Ana farming on the bottom lane. He's going to start there as the PA with that backup. And of course, as we can expect, the chat wheel gameplay is going to be incredible this game between both teams. But Secret, they do have an answer. They have got that silencer and could be a bit of a meta pick to deal with the shenanigans of OG in their chat wheel. We'll see if it works out for them. But getting into lanes, any sort of lane that you can see that someone's going to have a lot of trouble in? Is there anywhere on the map that looks very difficult for one of the sides?
Well, one thing that is slightly concerning is that Poppy is the hero with the Sentry Ward, and he did not know where the Treant Protector was going to show up, so he ended up going bot before placing a Sentry up top. Unsurprisingly, the Treant Protector takes Nature's Guides at level 1, and now Zai has to deal with this Treant Protector just punching him silly.
Yeah, it looks like a bit of a risky lane, especially on the sort of the early levels. Obviously, down the line, Zai is going to have a lot of elusivity with the phase shift and the orb. But for now, if Notel ever gets those stacks up and him and Seb are able to chase him and punch him, he's going to be constantly forced away from the creep wave.
And they just want nothing to do with the lane. Yaps already stole the previous creep wave, and now Zai's stealing the next one. They just want to stay as far away from this Treant Protector as they can.
And some brilliant stats here as well, as we can see when Seb plays that Treant. It is very hard to predict where he's going to be on in terms of the safe lane or the off lane. OG, very versatile, was starting it off. So even for a team like Secret, who's at the top, very hard to predict what position he's going to be starting in. Bottom lane, Nisha getting a lot of damage here onto Ana with that Blade Fury. He has got the curse upon him as well. Ana still alive. Waits for the curse to end, so he's then able to throw that dagger back without any repercussions. Keeps him at bay. Farm down bottom at the moment. 5 for 3 on Nisha, 5 for 2 on Ana. It's a close start. We're definitely seeing that OG have to be careful. Any chance that Nisha gets to chase down one of the two of them with the Blade Fury will be a pretty scary on this mid lane. Thompson doing a lot of work against Mid-One, bringing him down very low. Yapzor is there by Mid-One's side, so it's a little bit of a bait. Thompson's got to be careful. There's a Fisher to block him off. Thompson is in a lot of trouble. He's very deep. He'll pop the stick charge, and he has got a swashbuckle. It will get him over to the side of the tower. It was in range as he moved past, so it will hit him, take him out of the game, and give Mid-One that chance to have at least a wave to get that CS advantage in mid, which was very even for the most part so far between the two of them.
Very narrow timing. He just barely had the stick charges to get that swashbuckle out, but unfortunately in the vision of that tower. And Yapzor's movement gets him the first blood for his Storm Spirit. And this is the kind of thing that OG are going to have to do, because we saw that heat map. Treant Protector's not going to come mid very often, so Yapzor can, he can go everywhere.
And this bottom lane, as you say, Yapzor sets up with a Fisher, blocked off and no escape. Another kill for Secret down bottom. As especially, with Ana being on his own and the 3 heroes there, for the time that Jerax isn't around, Ana has to be very, very careful. He has got a... the wave's pushing out, actually, so he's not going to have too much to farm. Secret taking control and momentum on this safe lane.
And this is not a combo that typically a Grimstroke and a Phantom Assassin will be able to abuse. Normally you just slap an Inkswell on her, she's immediately going to close the gap with Phantom Strike, but Juggernaut's got Blade Fury. He's more than okay using it defensively.
Up top, the pressure continuing to be there on Zai, but Zai, he's still picking up decent levels from that lane, and he is getting some sort of CS on the top lane puck. Mid lane, even after that death, Thompson still keeping pretty close to the farm of mid one. 21 for 5 against the 17 for 2. He's going to hope for the 4-minute rune top, and he will get lucky as he gets able to bottle up that double damage. A very nice rune for him to find, as it could secure him at least a wave or two of farm.
He wants to join. He knows what is at stake here, and there are a lot of pings coming out, though, as Radiant do have wards.
Tries for the swashbuckle. It's going to be off the mark, so unable to get that initial damage out into mid one. But yeah, this would have been the beautiful time for OG to go before he hits that 6 on the Storm. But as it is, mid one, he's got backup. YapzOr is going to be the one coming with him, as well as Puppey. JerAx in a lot of trouble as Secret outnumbered JerAx with their own support movements. Get their 3rd kill, starting to get this early advantage, Secret.
You see the density of observer wards on the southern side of the map. Radiant has to be so very careful of whenever JerAx decides to rotate. But on the flip side, OG need to be very, very aware of when YapzOr decides to move around with his boots first. And now a soul ring completed on this Earthshaker. Just 4.5 minutes.
Lane, Thompson, he was baited in for a bit of a play. Try for mid when he has got the stick charges. As he will have swashbuckle up in a few seconds. Mid one already getting himself far, far away. So Thompson will not be able to chase in bottom lane. Another Fisher block off from YapzOr, causing a bit of issues for JerAx as JerAx chased down by the Blade Fury. Again, YapzOr's movements up and down the map, causing so much trouble for OG in this laning stage.
This is kind of the penalty. I mean, Seb has 3 points in living armor, but there's a lot of DOT on the side that can just take off these instances very, very quickly. You've got the Blade Fury, you've already got 2 points in Arcane Curse. It heavily mitigates what should be a very, very valuable defensive spell. And obviously, against the Storm Spirit, it's going to be great because it'll block the overload damage and the right-click damage, but Thompson does not really need the help. So it's mainly these side lanes that are not benefiting from this living armor as much as they should.
So Seb does. Let's get silent. Still gets the root off, of course, with that passive hit. But Zai is keeping it safe. Seb getting a lot of farm, obviously, on that top lane, with N0tail's constant backup and harassment being thrown the way of Zai. And we'll see what Seb is going to be able to do with that down the line. Bottom lane, again, YapzOr. He's eyeing up a chance to get a Fisher out. JerAx and Ana, they've got to be careful. The curse already on there, onto the PA. Ana, he's trying his best to run, but with the Blade Fury damage from Nisha, Ana's in a lot of trouble. He will jump over to the side and has the stick charges. N0tail will come in to offer some backup. Ana still ticking down to that curse. Is it going to be enough to kill him? I think it is. He's going to die to it.
One more tick.
It's gone. It was enough damage. He was forced to do so, of course. If he didn't blink and you know, cause the curse to proc even longer, he would have died. So he's dead either way. This one was probably more painful as it took him longer to die, so therefore longer before he's going to get back to the wave.
And yet again, more int goes the way of Puppey. Dude has 8 int at 7 minutes into the game and may get a little bit more off JerAx.
Yeah, looking for this Brimstroke. They're going to find it. Puppey just getting smarter and smarter. 10 int at 7 minutes. Got to be one of the fastest. Now they look towards Ana. Ana tried to jump in for this one. They're looking for the kill onto the PA. He does have the living armor from Seb, but the control from YapzOr. The curse is back up Ana. He's got to run. Will get back in time. JerAx is there with the backup. So Secret won't be able to dive for another. But 6 kills, 3K lead. Secret off to a bit of a dream start here.
It's rare that you'll see Arcane Curse be so effective early on, and he's not even laning against the Bat Rider, who would normally be the target for the Silencer. It's mainly against this Phantom Assassin, who, you know, your evasion's great and all, but it's not going to help you against magic damage. She's getting more and more sustained from the living armor, but, I mean, this is your top lane was a Treant Protector and a Bat Rider.
Oh no, and it looks like another OG. JerAx caught out YapzOr, making it look so simple with these Fisher block-offs. OG, they will try and turn. The Ink Swell was there for Ana, jumping forward onto Puppey. N0tail also comes in with a TP. Can they actually chase him, though? It's going to be hard. Another dagger's out upon him. Puppey, he's trying to hide. The healing ward's there as well, healing him up, but Ana will get in. They will get the kill upon him. So OG able to get their first kill, taking down Puppey.
Invis Storm Spirit wants to get some vengeance, though.
Level 7, full mana from the Invis. He has a lot to play with. The Thompson is there as well. So can react with a quick Rolling Thunder. Nisha's going to start having a bit of a poke at Thompson. Swashbuckle used into Rolling Thunder. It's going to get cancelled by the Fisher. Then the Vortex. They're controlling him. Can they burst it before he gets the ult off? They can. They're bursting. burst down Thompson. They'll turn towards Ana. They're going to get both cores out of this. More and more in for Puppey. 16 in at 8 minutes.
This is outpacing any sort of benchmark any support silencer would ever have. It was, what a well-timed fissure. If the Thompson was able to get that Rolling Thunder off, it would have been much more difficult for them to get that kill. And they still did have to end up burning Omni Slash to finish off the Phantom Assassin, but that's absolutely worth it.
OG have got to try and find some slowdown somewhere. As all this chaos has been going on, it has been that top lane where Seb, the magical man, has been left to himself. He's going for the phase, into that Yules, for that control, that setup. He's going to need to make a lot of moves happen, though, when he has that done. Bottom lane, Thompson. He jumped in with the swashbuckle, the Blade Fury, the Fisher. Thompson, he's got the living armor, so he will be safe. But playing on the very edge of his seat there, Thompson has to be careful, especially with Puppey around. If he gets a curse off, OG will be in trouble. Now we'll see the movement. Seb coming down to this bottom lane. They've got the 4 of them here, OG. They need to find something big. Anisha, he's a tough target. We'll see if they can get any sort of setup. They'll move on to Puppey first. Jump forward, Thompson, swashbuckle into the Rolling Thunder. They should be able to punch down Puppey. Can they get more? Jerax will fall in return. Nisha with the Blade Fury. Oh, the living armor actually in the Ink Squad. Jerax, he's fine. They'll turn towards Yapzor. The Shaker's in trouble as well as Thompson. He'll get Yapzor. OG able to react. Seb joins the fight. And for the first time, OG will get the better trade.
Extremely well played by Seb. You can tell that this dude is a Treant player. Radiant had placed a Sentry Ward on the side lane because they knew that eventually a Treant Protector was going to come by, but Seb took the long way around on the east side, skirted around the radius, and was able to just surprise Secret.
Seb just keeping the game in check for his team, making sure that there's a game for Ana and Thompson to keep up in farm. A couple more fights like that and OG can close the gap. A lead that Secret have created off their strong lanes, off those strong early movements from Yapzor bottom. Seb starting to poke a Puppey. Jerax and Thompson are here. A Puppey just a little too far away. I'm going to say that Seb, he is using the ult, seeing if he can continue to go for this. Really wants to take down this silencer, and those punches, they sure are hurting. Jerax is here as well. Ink Swirl to allow Seb to continue to close the gap, and Puppey's gone. Nisha, once again, he's got Jerax's number. He's going for it with the Blade Fury. He will find it, but Thompson, Rolling Thunder, does he have enough control? Nothing to bounce off immediately. So Nisha will be able to back away. 1-for-1 there between the supports.
And Seb was able to get out, just started teleporting as soon as the Vortex was used from the Storm Spirit. I mean, a surprisingly quiet game from mid one.
Instant moves as well from Secret, looking to take down Ana. Ana's got backup though. Jerax in with the TP, No-Tail's on his way over as well. Ana waiting for the curse to end before he jumps. No, he's got to make a jump now. Wants to make the use of the Ink Swirl. Looking for Puppey, the squisher of the heroes. The slow's there, but it's not enough. Ana's got to be careful now. The silence kicks in. No-Tail and Jerax will look towards Zai. They've got the lasso. They drag Zai back. Can they kill him off before he's out? He's got the stick charges. The Echo Yapzor baits Ana in. The control and the damage is there to kill off the PA. Fisher onto Jerax, another living armor from Seb, keeps Jerax fine. Ink Swirl, the chase down, here comes the tree. Roots down to Zai, they'll get the puck. They may lose Ana, but they do get Zai. Zai off the map for 20 seconds. A lot of space in that mid lane, as you say. Mid one taking this portion of the game to chill out, get these first items, get his Kaya before he starts getting super mobile around the map. And he's getting a lot of farm, second highest on the net worth, only behind his Jug. Nisha still leading the charge this game with the phase drums, and now into the Asher.
Yeah, he realizes it's not necessary as a Storm Spirit to get active this early on. He would probably just be wasting his time having to deal with that Treant Protector living armor. So gonna sit back, wait for the Kai to come out. I mean, Zai and Puppey are doing a great job in making sure this Phantom Assassin is having a miserable time. This Arcane Curse is so difficult for her to deal with. It's 6 seconds that she can't do anything. And if she does anything, it's another 5 seconds added onto it. And by that time, the cooldown would come back. Ana is going to take so much damage from the silencer. And even once she gets like a BKB or something like that, it's still so much sustained damage that will come after a team fight.
Top lane pings are made, has No-Tail. He's going to go for the solo smoke to head up here and try and help Seb get the pick off onto Yapzor. Yapzor, of course, been having a very good game so far with the Fishers. The smoke will be dispelled. No-Tail does end up walking into Puppey. Puppey's got his eyes on him. As No-Tail will be unable to make that rotation and gank potentially onto Yapzor. The information's there for Secret. They'll play it safe and get back.
And they get the ward that Notail was placing in that adventurous mission.
Middle tower is under
And even though level 6 is available for Secret's Silencer with this global silence, they don't feel any need to use it. It's pretty much once mid one decides to start moving around the map and taking advantage of, you know, being a Storm Spirit, will Puppey start using that global silence to help him defensively.
It's going to be so hard for Topson in the midst of the fights to do a whole lot. Anytime you hear or see that Rolling Thunder coming, you know the Puppey's going to be hitting the global.
Yeah, which is why Seb is rushing this Yule Scepter. He knows that he is the quickest solution to take care of the Storm Spirit. If this global comes out, he'll just purge himself, get down, and then root the Storm Spirit.
See, they're on the hunt here up top. Mid one, he has got Dust prepared. Sentry's going to be down. It gets Vision there. Actually a little scared because Topson's coming in with a haste rune. Gets the silence proc. The overgrowth set up with the Fissure, blocking off Topson into the global. He cannot get the Rolling Thunder off in time. Now he's the one in trouble. Zip forward, Dream Core, Vortex. They drag him in. Topson's dead. Secret quick to react to make sure that OG cannot find that jump that they hope for. The global's out and everything's put to a stop for OG.
See, now this game I'm definitely on board with Topson going for a utility build. He's got Greaves queued up, anything to purge off this global. That's the name of the game for all of these OG heroes, because if he gets globaled into a leash and he's not able to use his Rolling Thunder at all, he's not the hero that you want in the mid lane getting such a high farm priority.
Looking towards Nisha and instantly taking the root off with that Blade Fury on the side. Notail, he's trying to go in on top of Puppey, and with the Firefly, he will find it. They'll lose Jarek surely, as Mid1's still got enough mana to play with. He may even get a couple of these kills. The living armor! The turnaround, the soul by Jarex, he's still alive. They have the control to hold back Mid1 and Zai. Anna pops the stick charges, Notail shrining up. Nisha will find the kill eventually onto Jarex. He's going to try for more with the Blade Fury. Topson, he's up to the side, Fisher's over the two, but Anna's in! He kills off Mid1. They've got the control for more. They'll look towards Zai. Zai being chased down by Anna. See if they can finish this puck off. In with the Phantom Strike. He's got another jump out to the side with the orb. Turns with the Dream Coil to hold back Anna. Anna ticking to the sides as Topson and Seb. Can they help him out? No, Echo's there. Slam down from Yapzor. A triple kill setup. Topson still trying to find Zai. Face just back up. Zai still on the retreat. Can Topson get him? He can. Swashbuckle's there. He will find Zai. The question if he can get out, he'll have the Swashbuckle back up in a couple of seconds. Blade Fury's there. Swashbuckle's available down into the river. Gets the disarm onto the Shaker.
No mana for a Fissure yet.
Got another jump out with the shield crash. So Topson, he will make it away. OG making the best of a bad situation there. At least able to find some kills in return for losing their cores. But still continues to be a hard game for all three of them. As you can see on the net worth, they're very level with one another, but it's around this 5k point, whereas on the side is Secret, both Mid1 and Nisha jumping heavily ahead in farm. Nisha getting all the big kills in that fight.
All the big kills, all the experience, and they want to keep going.
In onto Notail, Dragon with the Vortex, Global Silence as well to make sure there's no response from OG. As Mid1's back out, easily safe. Kaya, 1k gold on top of it as well. You can only imagine the Puppey's intelligence continues to grow this game. I was still on the 18 actually, wasn't around for that one. It was just the global that he offered in. Maybe though if they find Anna, Mid1 unable to get the control before Anna's quick with the jump away. And Anna, he's come across that first hurdle, the 2k gold, pretty much has the demon edge, as he is going for the Battle Fury build this game. Feels that they don't have sort of the momentum to go straight for that Deso build. Knows that he's got to play the farm game.
Definitely not, and especially against a Silencer, going for anything ultra aggressive is just going to come back and bite you. Although Global is down now for a pretty substantial amount of time, still another minute and a half. So ideally OG can start to look for something, and four of the heroes are grouping up bot. They can start to try to take these towers, but despite being such an active game, every single tier 1 tower remains. And that's not too surprising on the side of OG, because they've got a Treant Protector.
Then Mid1 tries for the zip. Fisher won't connect from Yapzor. So Notail's fine. He's actually going to look for the lasso. TP's in. Do they have the chain locked down? They don't. Not quick enough. Mid1's able to get away. No follow-up in time to allow them to do anything with the lasso. Seb still down bottom. Yule Scepter pretty much done on this Treant. We can definitely expect to see Seb get a little more involved. Taking this tier 1 tower bottom as well, as you say. It's been a game where none of the towers have fallen as of yet. We could definitely see that being the case for a long time with OG having this living armor on their side.
Yeah, until Secret starts grouping up as 5, these towers are going to remain. I mean, we saw earlier there was a siege at the tier 1. Oh, but look at that. It's basically at 100% HP now. This bot tower, on the other hand.
Yeah, Secret themselves, no real way of holding the tower. They'll let it go. So Jax, get the gold for it. Mid lane, starting to poke with Topson. Does get the shield crash. And the living armor is starting to now make these sort of pick-offs that Secret were finding successful earlier a little harder to make. They've got to commit a little more to get the kills as quickly as they were in the early game. Starting to slow down, and that could definitely benefit this Ana PA if he's able to hit his farming times.
They're slowing down, but they're slowing down with good intention. Yapzor has completed his Blink Dagger a few minutes ago, and Puck Zai is working his way to one, gonna have it in 200 gold. And then once those are up, once the global is back, you can keep finding good initiation.
Got eyes on Seb. Seb's in trouble, zipping from mid one, there's backup on the way. Yapzor's in with the control. They're trying to get in with that Rolling Thunder, but with the global silence, Topson cannot shield crash up to the high ground. They've got to now get out of there. They've lost Seb. Jump in with the Omni / Nisha. He's found a second. They're even going to find Jerax as well, caught in between the two of them. A Secret find 3. These global silences making it impossible for OG to play their lineup in these team fights.
Yeah, none of the purges are online yet. Still, Greaves still quite a ways away for Topson. Yule's still not online yet for that Treant Protector. Taking these fights is so very dangerous because they don't even have the Blink Daggers. It's not like they can initiate and then be like, okay, we can back off now. We can bait out the global silence. Once the global comes out, how are you going to get away from a Dreamcoil? How are you going to get away from a Storm Spirit with Ball Lightning and Kaya?
It's just so hard for OG to fight anytime it's there. They've got to try and make something happen within that pretty long window when the global silence is unavailable for Puppey.
Yeah.
So far with the pace the Secret's been playing, it's proved to be very hard for OG to punish that opening.
And this is something that OG are kind of used to at this point. I mean, they've run no-tail Batrider so many times, and other teams would never dream of it. They're like, if my Batrider doesn't get BOTs in the first, like, 15 minutes, then why am I playing this hero? But OG know that, you can sacrifice a little bit of early game dominance, especially against a silencer where you know it's going to be difficult anyway to play a Batrider, and just hope that things will go well your way whenever you get the initiation items, maybe post 30 minutes.
This would be a big kill if they can find it. Seb with the vision set up onto mid-pont. Anna's on his way over, but already the Vortex control is going to make sure there's no overgrowth from Seb to follow up the initial route. Mid-one's able to zip back to safety.
Even if they get these disables, they need to hope they can chain it into a lucky shot, or maybe an ink swell. And honestly, Jerax's Groomstroke has just not been as much of a game breaker as he has been in previous games.
A lot of casualties in that laning stage for Jerax.
Exactly.
It was a tough lane down bottom, and Secret, they punished the hell out of it against OG. A lot of kills, getting Nisha that propulsion to get to this lead that he's at. 11k net worth at 21 minutes in. This Jug is hitting timings that Ana is struggling to keep up with. By quite some time. I mean, he's nearly got the Manta style complete on Nisha.
Yeah, and then he can use Blade Fury at his luxury to get out of Overgrowth.
808. They just haven't been able to kill him. This could be the case with pretty much all 3 of Secret's cores. They're very slippery. Nisha with the Blade Fury, Zai with the Orb, mid-one with the Zip. These are not easy targets to kill.
Sentry Ward's place scan comes out. Dire knows that Secret's on their high ground, and Seb is just dancing around. If he moves a little bit south, though, he might show up in the Sentry Ward, but Secret's gonna back off. Let this Storm Spirit start to siege up top, although, you're kind of wasting your time if you're just one hero against a Treant Protector trying to push a tower. They're going to move into Roche instead, and Treant Protector can't help that unless he actually moves to the pit.
There's no way that OG can contest this Roche.
I mean, with the Topson Rolling Thunder, it has potential, but they already blew their scan on the high ground.
And Global's back up for Puppey.
Exactly. So they're not 100% sure where Secret even is, though, because they're not committing to this tier 2 push down bot. They're just kind of gathering up mid, and now it seems like a handful of heroes are converging, but this Roche is already too far gone at this point, and looks like the Storm Spirit's going to be a very, very happy.
Topson has got the Greaves out, so has got a way to remove those globals. There's the silence coming in. In fact, he's stunned up as well. He's not even going to get a chance to use the Greaves. It looks like he did, but it didn't matter. The stun control just means that he's wiped out of the game immediately. No tail as well, should tick down to the curse. Dream Core being used as well. Living Armor is keeping him alive a little bit. In fact, up on the cliff as well. They can't quite see him. Now they can, though. He shows himself. The Bat dead as well.
Oh god, this fire. Oh god.
Oh.
He needs mana. Okay, he's fine. very surprising that they choose to take that engagement. I mean, again, it is Rolling Thunder inside of a Roche pit, so in theory, if you can make their way fast enough, then it's great. But he doesn't have a Blink Dagger on this Pangolier, it's a Greaves. So even if you do activate the Rolling Thunder on the high ground, the amount of time that it'll take you to make your way into the pit and start bumping around, the Aegis was already claimed, and maybe they thought that, okay, they have high ground vision of us, you know, Stormsphere is going to catch us if we try to disengage, but it was a very, very heavy commitment, and I suppose at the minimum, Global Silence was used, but Puppey's, dude, that's 26 in. This Silencer is not going to be able to get picked off in a team fight situation very, very quickly. He's got 2 chainmails. He knows what he's doing to survive against this Phantom Assassin.
Yeah, all about those arm items, Puppey. His bucklers, and as you say, the chainmails, that's the kind of stuff that he likes to rock. He knows the power of having that physical damage reduction at this point, especially against heroes like the PA. Ana, Battle Fury, 1,600 gold in towards the BKB. This game very much for OG about keeping this game going to allow Ana to get the farm set, but he's just going to walk straight up into the mid lane. We'll go for the self-fuels. Has the living armor, still has the overgrowth if he feels the need to pop it. Thompson jumps in with a swashbuckle. N0tail in the fight as well. Ana going in, looking for those crits. Can he find it? The lasso control is there. Can they actually kill Nisha off? The bounces are true, but Ana, he's losing a lot of health for this. Overgrowth's going to be used, holding the 3 of them down, but mid one still free to zap towards Jerax. Jerax getting nuked down low by these overloads. As Nisha gets the kill, Jerax is gone. OG, they have to be careful. They have to back up. They cannot afford to lose anyone else here. The jump forward. Yapso finds the Fisher. Blink over from Zai. They've closed the gap. This PA in trouble. Can Ana jump away once more towards N0tail? The curse still going. He'll go immediately for the TP out. There's nothing to cancel it. He will escape, but Seb won't be quite as fortunate. And maybe N0tail too, as he's trying to Firefly away, but Yapso jumps in. Control once again from Yapso's Shaker. Absolutely unbelievable. As 3 die on OG, 25-9 at 25 minutes in. Secret with a 12K gold lead.
This is the worst feeling as a Phantom Assassin, is when you can't even insta-give a support. Puppey Silencer had 25 armor when he was sitting underneath his tier 1 tower, so he went for a couple of Phantom Strikes, he went for the dagger, it couldn't finish him off, and he was like, all right, whatever. At this point, I'm not going to waste any more time with it. Tried to move on to the Storm Spirit.
And Thompson is going to be found down bottom. Zai spots him out with the Orb, the Dream Code counts the TP. Yapso and mid-one will finish him off. Surely he's got a swashbuckle, but it doesn't matter. The burst damage is there. The kill's being picked up for mid-one after that freshly found Bloodstone. As they're just racking up, so this infinite scaling. Puppey 32 stolen in.
It's getting very close to the point of no return right now for OG.
I mean, just looking at Nisha's items, he's just had the freest game ever on this jug. It really has worked out to be the perfect final pick for Secret, and Nisha's played it as such. 11-0-9, 4 minutes faster than the average. This Mjolnir timing, I mean, all of his item timings, this jug is just almost impossible for OG to deal with at this point.
Jug and the Storm Spirit as well, 15 Bloodstone charges. With an Arcane Rune, let's go.
Yeah, mid-one, he's just going in. He's looking for the squishies, looking for those easy picks, looking for those easy Bloodstone charges. As Jerax found alone. And even if he wasn't, it feels at this stage, mid-one's pretty free to zip in as he wishes. Especially with a minute left on that Aegis. Not really too much at all that he has to be scared of, especially when Puppey as well has Global Silence ready to utilize. He can just ball in and know he's going to have that global backup that makes it so hard for OG to do anything. As N0tail, he'll come out of the base, but mid-one's already hunting him down. A Fisher from Yapso jump in as well. N0tail's gone. More Bloodstone charges for the Storm. They'll try and chase towards Thompson. He has got the Greaves. Remove that curse and potential silence.
The lack of initiation is just killing OG right now, because Puppey has all the luxury of using global whenever he wants. The way to play against the Silencer is to force out useless globals.
We're seeing a heavy amount of TPing back here. They really want to find Ana. I think the full 5-man TP coming into play. It looks like mid-one did not get out. They'll kill Ana. Mid-one was left behind. Can they kill him 2 times? 10 seconds on the Aegis. It's in their best interest to not kill him too quickly, but they do. They do kill him before the Aegis is gone, so he's going to have that second life now to play with, and he's going to play with them, straight in with the zip, global as well. They're in and with the silence on towards Jerax. Is there anything Thompson can do to save him? We'll pop the Greaves, and that will put mid-one off, going for more. Silence is out, on to Zai. Can they actually kill him off? Puppey comes in, Soulbind on the 2 of them, Lasso controlling the silencer. Can OG get these kills? They should get some, but Yapso in with the Echo Slam, the Omni Slash follow-up from Nisha. As OG, 4 dead, triple buybacks will come out, but a 19K lead now, 32-9. Secret just keeping the show rolling.
Oh, that's brutal. Storm Spirit activates the Bloodstone before his first death, buys enough time for Zai's BOT Puck to come in, and then Puck takes the focus. Everyone starts converging on him. Then Silencer comes in. He's like, hey, look at me. I'll get leashed along with the Puck. Everyone groups up to kill these two heroes. Mid one backs off, and then in comes YapzOr with an amazing Echo Slam.
And Seb, he's going to come out here. They have got a sentry down. Mid one's around as well. Seb will hide himself in the trees again, making sure that he doesn't get hit by the ball lightning. In terms of the info, as already, mid one has actually run out of mana. Do they have the damage to kill him? They've got the silence on him. Swashbuckle as well. Thompson's going to jump forward. They'll kill him off. It's a big, big kill for OG. Can they get more from it? They're looking at Nisha. Nisha, he has got a lot of teammates coming in. The YapzOr jumps forward for the silence proc from the lucky shot. The Shaker's jumped in. He's very tanky. There'll be a buyback from Midbomb ready to come into the fight. They're already backing OG. No, they'll TP No Tail out. They will lose Jarek. Seb trying to get away, but Midbone's in. Vortex has control. They'll lose Seb. And they'll look to try and play for more here, utilizing that buyback of Midbone. See what more they can get. Midbone's going to head out to the side. He's low on mana. But Nisha can keep the push going on. 3,700 gold on this Juggernaut. He can start building into his butterfly.
Now, typically in these situations, OG starts cutting creep waves like crazy, but Secret are already ready for that. They've got the BOTs on Puck, they've got a Storm Spirit who can easily back up and find whoever's trying to cut these creep waves, and despite Thompson being behind enemy lines, he has to do it from the high ground.
He does swashbuckle in, Midbone straight towards the back lines, drags in onto No Tail, getting these fishes from YapzOr, clip the two of them. No Tail's dead, global silence used. They'll wait it out, OG will be able to move Thompson far enough away, so Secret can only just get the No Tail kill. They won't get Thompson. Do have to be a little careful with the fact that they used that buyback on the Storm. Thompson as well. Can't afford to get too close to Nisha. Shield crash is there, but they're already in with the control onto him, and that's going to be Thompson in a whole lot of trouble. He tries to get the Rolling Thunder out. Can he escape? He's bouncing around incredibly low. Needs to somehow jump himself up to the high ground. He will get away. Thompson will survive. Ana, BKB used, has got the ability to jump over towards safety on the high ground. He'll get away and out of that. OG were able to take Puppy down.
Thompson lives, but that's a 10-second BKB being spent for Ana for ultimately just one support kill. And now Roche has the potential to respawn in a minute.
Seb's got to be careful, but the dust is there on him. Has got the Yules to remove it, but another dust is there, ready to follow it up. He cannot get the overgrowth out. YapzOr Echo Slam as Ana gets baited into this. Drag back as well. Jarek, can he do anything to save Ana? He will allow the chance for Ana to jump over to the side. Thompson tag teams in, goes in with the swashbuckle. Zai still on top of Ana and Jarek. They're both silenced. Ana, he's got to keep on the retreat. Another Fisher. YapzOr, he clips onto Ana. Over to Jarek. Mid-one's in. He's low on the mana. They're the silence. Jarek's making sure that Ana has a chance to get up to the high ground. TP over from No Tail coming in as well, but the jump in from Zai. The new damage from the orb. Ana is dead. He does have buyback available. He's gone for 60 seconds if he doesn't use it. A Secret pushing on to the tier 3s. No Tail will go for the lasso. There's the buyback from Ana. What can they do? Fish is out, and Secret will back. They'll respect the PA buyback. And Seb coming back into the game as well. Thompson instantly silenced. Greaves used. He has the Rolling Thunder. Can he lock down any of them long enough for the rest of OG to get in? Ana, Inkswell's on him. They jump in. The Inkswell, it's there. Rolling Thunder, the bounces are enough. No, the Fisher from YapzOr stops the Rolling Thunder coming back over. Nisha goes for the TP out of the Flame Fury, and he's away. He's out of there, back to safety. Despite OG's best attempts, they couldn't quite get that jug.
I guess Grimshark wasn't available to, well, the Soulbind wouldn't have leashed anyone, so yeah, with Lasso being down, Blade Fury TP gets him out of what should have been near certain death, and Nisha continues his 0-death streak, 16-0-14 right now on this Juggernaut.
Some of these KDAs are just looking ridiculous. We just saw YapzOr as well. With the amount of involvement that he's had, these assists going off the charts, 27 assists on his Shaker.
And it's such a great game for him because he doesn't have to be the first one to initiate. He's letting mid one take care of it. And as soon as everyone starts gathering up on this Storm Spirit, YapzOr finds the opportunity to immediately come in, smash like 2 or 3 people. Which is available, thanks Zai.
It is indeed, and with the lead that's Secret out there, very free to go for it as they wish. Very hard for OG to fight around these points, even with having like the Pango Thompson with the Rolling Thunder. It's just not enough at the moment. Secret have so much counterplay.
They're going to smoke up as the Juggernaut enters the Roche pit alone. The rest of Secret will look for a pick.
Scans there from OG, so they know for sure the secret's in here.
They don't look like they're willing to challenge it, though. They know what they're up against. They know fighting into a global when pretty much only 2 of your heroes have a purge. Well, I guess 3. You got the BKB on the Phantom Assassin, you got the Yules on the Train Protector, and you got the Greaves on the Pango.
We have an Aegis for Nisha. Secret, we'll see what more they can find. They are still yet to break the base. Tier 3's dual stand for OG. Still that power of the Deceptrian. They can prolong the game, keep those towers safe. Jerax tries for the TP out, but Yapzor, he's got him read like a book. Jerax caught and found out. As Jerax having pretty much the polar opposite of a game that Yapzor's having. A lot of deaths on this Grimstroke. It has not been a great time for him.
Just want to point out a quick 42 int on this silencer. No big deal, top lane.
They might just be about to be even more as Notel, found by the two of them, trying to shove these waves out. Zai and Puppey will get him. Anna and Thompson, they are coming over, but there's mass TPs coming in from Secret. Secret have 4 heroes here. They're going to try and jump. The silence is out. Anna now popping the BKB. They really want the silence to death. They will get him, but Puppey, insta buyback. He's ready to turn back up to the fight, and Anna's BKB is about to fall low. Anna needs more help, but there's the jump. Yapzor, the lockdown with the Echo. Overgrowth is not enough to allow Anna to get back to safety as Anna dead for 100 seconds. Seb also gone. OG tried to force something, but Secret with the lead that they have just make it impossible for OG to get those quick kills. Sure, they get in onto the silencer, but it just takes too long at this stage of the game to kill him.
I mean, even if they were able to get it, that just seemed like a frustration maneuver. They didn't have the Grimstroke around. Like, maybe if you get a Phantom Assassin who can jump in with an Inkswell, quickly be able to eliminate the silencer, it would be fine. But only half of OG were there. So being able to, going into that when you know Global's going to be up, when you know the enemy Tier 1 tower is still up, it just seems like OG are just scrambling for something and not finding anything.
Sort of poking and prodding on this top lane, but mid one, he's in. Has used a lot of his mana to close this gap. The silence will connect on him. Living armor on Notail. We'll keep him fine for now as he gets away with the Firefly. Mid one, not with the mana to continue to chase. Swarming the Notail can TP back to the fountain. But the base in potential trouble. Living armor, will it be enough to slow down Secret? Stop them from getting this tier 3? I don't think so. With the damage that Nisha's sporting at the moment. Another living armor only slows down the inevitable. The tower's gone. Secret onto the racks. 30 seconds still without Anna, without that big hard-hitting PA that they need. Means that Secret will walk up, claim the melee racks for free. They'll take the ranged racks as well. 24 seconds still to play with. Anisha wants to keep the tempo up, keep the pressure on. Mid lane tower being pressured as well. And they're holding back Thompson. He walks in, instantly gets stunned. He needs help, and he needs it fast. Glimmer is upon him, as well as the living armor. Thompson goes for the Rolling Thunder. They'll jump in with a shield crash. He has got brilliant control here. In fact, can he kill the two of them off? The Overgrowth's there as well. They've killed off Yapzor. Zai in. Dream Coil onto the 3 of them. Notail silenced up. They still haven't killed off Nisha. Nisha's still alive. Finally falls. They'll pop the Aegis. Notail buys back for this. They're throwing everything into this one OG, and they have to. Can they get Nisha a second time? The Inkswell, the stun, but Global. Zai in again. The 5-man waiting rift. Nisha turns. Anna's popped the BKB. Can he commit for a kill? Looks to Zai, but the phase shift's there. Zai continue to play around with him. He's Julesed up. Can he jump out again? Yapzor in with the Echo. That's Anna dead. Seb's gone as well. Thompson's out of the game. Thompson, he has buyback with Seb and Anna do not. Mid one, he's found Notail as well. Yapzor's Fisher sets up another. The Glimmer Cape will buy some time, but Notail still falls. As Thompson, he fought back for this. Omni Slash from Nisha finishes off the job. GG is called. And Secret will take game 1 of this best of 3. And Secret, they look to be on top form. That was a very, very scary performance from them.
I don't think OG are going to first phase Thompson Pango again. Yet again, the utility build, while you can justify someone to deal with the silencer, it just wasn't dealing any damage. And even though that last fight, the Rolling Thunder could have been amazing, the Puck Aghanim's Dream Coil just put a cork in that. And Secret come out looking just overwhelmingly dominant.
They really did. The play all around, the draft as well, just looked to be brilliant. This final pick Jug, Nisha made it look like a genius pick. He's 20-0-18. Nothing could be done to stop this Jug. Puppey ends the game. 54 intelligence stolen.
Perfection.
This is Team Secret at Vici, who's out on his own. He'll be going down to these two. He's got to watch out. Those quick sort of plays they can make between the two of them, starting JerAx up top with Seb. They have kill potential, especially when Zai's solo lane and on these early levels as the Sand King.
Yeah, but Zai is used to this treatment. We saw it in the puck in game 1. He was oftentimes left alone. This time it may be a little bit more difficult having to deal with a Pango, and just the ranged harass of a Nature's Prophet is now No-Tail.
It just gets run down here by Yapso. Puppey TP's in. And No-Tail's gone. Does draw away a bit of attention from that bottom lane, but Ana on his own is up against Mid1. So even without the support backup, Mid1 can look to just pressure, get the stacks up.
And Enchantress needs to be here. One of the main reasons why they picked this Enchantress is so that she can dispel that Jingu Mastery buff off of the Monkey King.
Ana, he's just dead. They straight up splatter him with the Fissure. He has to be careful in that bottom lane as this bounty. Very squishy early on, and these three heroes, between the roots, the stuns, and the damage output of Mid1's Monkey King early on, he's got to be careful. No-Tail, rooted up. Got the surrounding upon him. Ooh, does have the Centaur stuns to stop them, but it doesn't matter. Boundless strike from Mid1. This bottom lane is getting a little out of control in just the first 2 minutes here. Secret just getting kill after kill.
And now Enchantress's TP is down. Ana getting a little bit of harass off of the Monkey King, but you're not going to be able to keep up with this. Mid1 has boots already. He's got the Stout Shield. Ana has an Orb of Venom. And believe me, he's not right-clicking anyone to get value out of that. Not at this stage, at least.
We're seeing in the mid lane, Nisha having that little lead at the moment, 8 for 7 against the 5 for 2. I'm going to say little, it's a fair wave of denies. With that illusion rune, it's not going to be any easier for Thompson to contest the farm. He's got to be careful. And Fissure! Yep, so you let him have it again. We saw what he did in game 1. Game 2, they pick it up in the draft. It doesn't get taken out. And he's already off to just as good of a start, Tsunami.
Just as good. He started out with the boots. Last time the benchmark for him finishing off that Soul Ring was at 4.5 minutes. But the Thompson Queen of Pain was forced to skill up that blink. He was holding on to it in case he really needed it. Now bot lane.
And Ana.
These fissures.
They've got the root. They've got the sentry. Another kill for Yapso. We said that OG has to play fast. Secret, they're just playing infinitely faster at the moment. The top lane being the only place really where things are going good for OG, where Seb is getting free farm on his Prophet. He'll have to make a lot happen around the map. They are going to need him to make some big plays when it comes to stopping Secret from getting these kills after kills. Because these other two lanes starting out pretty miserably for OG, still in that middle. 6 for 4 on Thompson against this 13 for 9. He's falling behind.
Yeah, the problem with having a Prophet is such a high farm priority, as Nisha has taken a fair amount of abuse from these 2 points in Shadow Strike. But with the Mana Shield should be fine. So whenever you have a Prophet in a high farm priority, which is one of the reasons why we're seeing support Prophets, is that you're not as willing to teleport from lane to lane. Maybe once the Siege Creep wave comes up, then you'll start helping out with pushes. But for ganking with like Sprouts and stuff like that, you won't really see it that frequently. So despite the Prophet getting this farm, it's still up to JerAx's Pango to roam from lane to lane, as he does stop by mid, but doesn't find anything.
Ana down bottom still trying his best to get the CS, but has to risk each time coming out that Jingu Mastery stacks are going to be allowed for Mid1 to get them up. So he's having to play around very carefully anytime he gets hit a couple of times by the Monkey King. And especially so with Yapso down in once more. Ana.
There's the Soul Ring at 4.5 minutes. Yapster's hitting his benchmarks.
Mid lane, Nisha, falling very low. They do get another dagger out.
Has a Fairy Fire and a Tango, should be fine. Although Puppey does not have any points in the Fate's Edict. Oh, he's trying to deny him.
Oh, he does. He thinks the Nisha is going to die to this. Right. And we will send him back quickly to base. It's the safer play.
Yeah.
Dead for 10. I'm sure Puppey did the maths. I knew that Nisha would not be able to survive that. Or at the same time, it's also valuable. Sure, you take him out the lane for a bit, but he gets a free refuel back at base. Doesn't need to use the salve that he just got sent out.
Excuse me, let's look at this river, please. OG's angry right now.
They are turning it up here, OG.
I think you're going to need more than one kill before you can fill the river with blood, though.
They've got to find something to fuel themselves here, as this first 5 minutes has got to be a bit disheartening for OG. Losing these deaths very early on. The net worth, though, it's keeping even. As we say, Seb, he is rolling in the gold up top. It's Nature's Prophet finding a very easy lane, as expected to be. But we'll see what he's able to do with it. Now comes the early movements. TP's into middle, but Yapso's there to respond. Fisher's out. Seb is kind of trapped here, too. Still trying to keep the damage in onto Nisha.
Yeah, the
Seb?
5-minute movement was pretty telegraphed. Going with the siege creep wave, he wants to go for some sort of rotation. Goes for mid, but Yapzor and Puppey are more than ready.
Wait, hold on. Check out Seb's inventory.
Let's see what's popping in here.
Am I blind? Is that phase
Double
boot?
dust?
No, phase boots
Phase
and
boots?
boots. Is that
Oh
a
no,
bug?
that's Jerax's.
Oh, that's Jerax's boots. Okay,
Don't worry,
I was going to say, it's all right. He's
This man is a
delivering.
TI winner, all right?
And I'm a TI caster, and I didn't realize that wasn't his boots. But yeah, he's delivering it to Jerax. That makes much more sense.
The global courier. Ain't nothing wrong with that bot lane, though.
Something wrong here for OG is, or maybe not. Mid one's low. He did try and play on the fact that he would get those Jingu stacks up, and he didn't. So he will hide. Anna, see if he can maybe hunt him down. But mid one's getting underneath the tower.
I'm surprised they're not planting more sentry wards in this bot lane on the side of Secret. Seeing as how many kills Yapzor got, I mean, obviously this is Yapzor we're talking about. This man does not build support items. He's just going to build aggressive items. But mid one is really not crushing the bounty hunter as much as I was expecting. I mean, it's still pretty bad. But this is a bounty hunter who gave up like 3 kills in the first few minutes. But Yapzor is doing a perfectly good job at keeping him at bay.
Mid lane, Thompson. He has hit the 6. He's got that kill potential with the Sonic Wave. So we'll surely have his eyes on those side lanes for any quick TPs into turnaround plays. But still has to somehow find the catch-up in farm. And it's going to be hard. This dude's able to hit the jungle and get the free farm. Bottom lane, they get the lucky shot procs. But won't be able to dive in mid one. Hidden behind the trees. And able to soak up the XP and potential farm with the wave being pushed into the tower. Will keep the farm going good. Do still try for the wraparound, Jerax. Maybe seeing if you can find some sort of setup. Seb TP's in as well. The Treants are out. They're looking for mid one. Washbuckle attempted. Sprouts there, but mid one quickly bites his way out of it. TPs are coming in from Secret. This is a scary place now for OG to be as Seb, he gets taken out. Diving a little too deep. Seb's gone. See if they can follow for more. No-Tail will be fine with the heal as he backs off. They've got to be careful. OG trying to make these plays happen behind the tower. Secret, they're not going to let it go.
OG are crawling for some sort of plays, some sort of lane that they can feel comfortable in as now Zai finds Jerax.
He's just able to walk up. The swashbuckle is there before the Fisher. And it's a good job so as well for Jerax, as he will survive. But, playing it a little risky there. Just holding himself in position, sort of soaking up the stuns. Seb back to the top lane, keeping that farm going.
Thing is, I don't know what Anna's game plan is. Normally, as a a hard carry player, you're like, okay, well, I'm making space. Bounty Hunter is not a hero that you often have to make space for. It's typically the other way around. That
The power of the bounty getting this early bit of track gold. Double track kills for OG. Will close that little bit of a gap in gold that Secret did have the lead with.
easy 1.2k net worth.
And these are the sort of moves that we have to look out from for Zeb. Ready to have that backup. Nature's Wrath as well. You cannot underestimate the potential bounces, this damage that can build up in the early game as Seb's able to hit the bounces right.
The damage that can build up, and also a good way to keep an Earthshaker Blink Initiator under control. We've seen time and time again in these series as Jerax going to go down by Puppey.
Sticks around a little too long on his own there. They do find Nisha up, and Nisha very low.
That Shrine's not up for 3 minutes, but
See if they can bring back up in Seb. TP's across. Nisha does get another snake out. Can they kill him off? They can. Sonic Wave's there. You have the control. For Seb, No-Tail here as well. They're still looking for mid one. He is. They have the vision. But he'll jump himself away. They'll look to Puppey instead. Puppey will fall. Mid one go for the TP out. He'll get out time to kill him off. But OG now starting to get some kills, allowing the pressure to build up onto that top tier 1 tower. 10 minutes in, Yapzor hoping for the top rune. And he will find it here. Double damage, but Jerax, he's in. He steals it. The lucky shot proc with the silence. Yapzor in trouble. There's a track. Anna's here as well as No-Tail to chase down the Shaker. This is another track kill surely for OG, and there we have it. More money here. Rolling in with these track kills.
Medusa, you've got yourself, a fair few money.
So Thompson, he just blinks immediately. Tail dead as well. 2-4 is jumping towards Ana. They have the epicenter going. Ana is fast. The lucky shot proc slows them down long enough to buy Ana the space to back off. Mid-1 still trying to chase down Seb. Seb goes for the Cell Sprout. He still has the boundless strike. Seb in a lot of trouble. Ana, can he do anything to help him? There's a burrow strike onto Ana. They're going to turn towards him as well. Swashbuckle from Jarex out onto the two of them. No-Tail's coming across, but Mid-1 jumps in with a Primal Spring. Kills off Ana. Jarex potentially in trouble as well. He has Swashbuckle in a couple of seconds. He's trying his best with the juice, but the burrow strikes there from Zai. Jarex is dead. No-Tail. Now the focus. Thompson's back in. Can he offer the backup to turn this one around? He'll jump towards Zai. They're looking for this kill. Buyback from Jarex as well. They want to punish Secret for coming this deep, but Mid-1's still going. Primal Spring in. Seb's in trouble. Seb's out of the game. Triple kill for Mid-1. Burrow strike from Zai. Set up for more. It's going to be more. More dying on OG. Secret picking up kill after kill after kill. Despite the buyback from Jarex, they could not turn that one around, OG. As Secret is just unable to walk into the OG's half of the map and take everything.
As the panel said, this is not the kind of game as a Queen of Pain where you can just jump in all willy-nilly, especially underneath the Tier 1 tower. Stone Gaze was popped. Immediately, OG realized that they had a mistake, but Secret have too many items. The Sand King is too mobile with his maxed out Burrow Strike. He's catching up to all, and OG give back so much. Minutes prior.
Just stun after spells, the fishes, the roots flying out from Puppey, boundless strikes, primal springs. They can gap close so well on Secret's lineup.
And there's no especially tanky hero on OG that's okay being the one left behind and okay stalling out.
Boundless strike will be at the same time, it doesn't will. No-Tail does survive. Ana troll. Ana surrounded. Ana's dead. 4 dead on OG. It's now 20. Without any response here, as OG, the majority of them dead at the moment. As a 4K lead comes out, the Secret starting to look like a bit of a repeat of the performance they brought in Game 1.
The way that YapzOr and Mid-1 play these heroes, you'd think Fissure and Boundless Strike were hero targetable every single time. They're collecting multiple heroes, making it so easy.
As you say, just blocking them off, trapping them in. Boundless on behind the tower. They've nearly taken this Tier 1 tower, OG. Fortification comes out, and Zai trying to break away with that Burrow Strike. OG a little hesitant on diving for more. Thompson's fallen for that before, and he won't fall for it again. They'll let Secret back away, as OG do clear up that Tier 1 tower in the mid lane. They'll get an objective, and they will smoke up. Maybe see if they can get something else out of this, as Thompson will bottle an Arcane Rune, and he has got Sonic Web.
It's one item, but they have to keep slamming. Runner is only useful if you're getting kills. You just have to keep on going, hope that you can get some trades. Otherwise, you're just...
Well, the idea of coming in, but still up very
top.
You know that Zai and YapzOr are potentially separated from the rest of the team. Zai actually jumping in with a Burrow Strike. Fish is there to follow up onto No-Tail. No-Tail, can he get the heal off? He cannot. No-Tail's dead. They'll get the first kill. Swashbuckle into the lucky shot proc. Jarex will set up for the kill in return on Zai. They'll take that one. Losing support, but gaining a core. The high ground YapzOr, so YapzOr will get away, but fortification comes in. Secret at the moment. He pushed this out on his own. He has got the stone gaze, trying to hold them back, and that will proc through the magic immunity, freezing Jarex in position. Anna leads forward. Nisha has to back up at Puppey and Yapzor. They'll go for the root. Nisha, stick charges, keeping the mana up. And Secret, they want to strike back. Gone. See if they can jump in for more. Mid bomb. With the chase potential, has the prime well. Mid one now godlike on his Monkey King. A Secret keep the trades, favoring them heavily. Blink Dagger now done on Yapzor.
It's going from bad to worse, but Secret are playing it so well, and that's why it's happened. Important your Medusa is, to let her sit back and farm. And sure, you're going to converge on her whenever she's getting ganked, but everyone is showing up because if you give up one-to-one trades against a bounty hunter, the track goal will start adding up. Now Thompson spotted out there.
They've got vision on him. Zai waiting for the opportune moment to jump in with the Burrow Strike. The rest of the team's there with the backup. Thompson caught out. Seb, he's also in trouble. Jump in from mid one. He has a sprout, but they'll cut down the trees, surround him. Kill after kill for Secret, kill after kill for mid one.
Trying his hardest, but they push down towers, sneak behind tier. Who's going to deal damage to towers?
I mean, so there's right now, Anna even gets vision on Yapzor, but Yapzor just able to blink out. Anna can't even get the touch in to cancel the blink. That's 26-8, 7K lead in a game where it was emphasized by the panel how important it was for OG to have a lead at the start.
Not a stat you want to be proud of.
Notel taken down by the Fisher. Anna trying his best to run away. Can he hide in the trees? He cannot. Zai again jumping in. Burrow Strikes there. 3 dead again on OG. Secret keep everybody alive. As their cause once again in this game too, looking to be at a point where OG just cannot take a fight where the numbers are even when they've got they're able to outnumber Secret. They just cannot kill these cores.
Secret are world-class team fighters. Tons of teams basically fear them for being the best in team fights.
Middle, jump in, Yapzor, no hesitation. Echo slams down. Rolling Thunder from Jarex will be attempted to help him out, Thompson, but Thompson still goes down. Just dies too quickly at the moment on this underfarmed Queen of Pain. And Jarex, will he actually be able to get himself away from this? Zai's got his eyes on him. There's the Burrow Strike, boundless from mid one. 2 more kills for this Monkey King. Mid one, 14-0-8 here in game 2. The action just doesn't stop for Secret. FaZe, Echo, Maelstrom. This Monkey King is out of control.
And I don't know when it starts getting better for them. Right now, Ana is working his way up to a Solar Crest. At the time that he completes it, Monkey King's not even going to need his own hero. He can just kill him with Wukong, command soldiers.
And Yapzor is in, and again, they just don't stop finding these pickoffs on the map anytime that OG come out alone. And anytime OG group up and try and make something happen as a team, Secret seemingly too far ahead for OG to come out on top of these actions. As Seb walks into a bit of a surprise, Secret's there ready and waiting.
Bounty Hunter's on the OG team, right? Because it seems like everyone on OG is tracked 24/7.
It really does. Secret knows every single movement that OG's been making so far.
Notel quietly prancing around, little does he know.
He's not getting out. Another. A Secret, 34 kills at 20 minutes in. Thompson.
Oh, Thompson.
He'll live today. It's a different story this time around. I mean, Willie, they are continuing to chase him. He's got Blink back up in a couple of seconds. There's only a level 2 Blink, so the cooldown's still pretty low.
Oh.
And he'll have it out.
Zai?
They are going to still continue to chase this, I'd imagine. And they do find the Fisher. Yapzor He didn't even have vision there, just hitting it straight blind. Secret. They want to keep this highlight reel going. They're into the jungle of OG. OG just have to make sure that they get right away from this. Jarak swashbuckling out of this. A Secret will keep that pressure on. Look for the tier 2 down bottom. Zai up to the cliff, getting the vision. I see no tail.
They're just making a montage of skill shots. It's nearly impossible to play a Queen of Pain under these conditions. It's nearly impossible to play any of these OG heroes under these conditions. But they set themselves up for this.
They did. They went for this draft that could have potentially had big impact if they were able to get those plays, get those lanes, but they just couldn't. Bottom lane with this safe lane bounty onto mid lane with Tops and Queen of Pain just went off to a disastrous start. Only Seb was able to find some lane where he could get the farm. He's still up there in net worth, but struggling himself to keep up, of course, with both Nisha and mid one. These cores barreling out of control.
13K net worth advantage. Thompson. Echo Slam.
Again, Yapsol. So much setup, so much catch and control. If they see you, they will kill you.
Heck, even if they don't see you, they're going to kill you half the time.
Azana, he'll show himself. They're diving the tower. Fisher from Yapsol will uncharacteristically be off the mark.
How dare he?
Anna will escape.
Unbelievable.
He's getting kicked.
He's getting kicked. Guaranteed.
Yapsol's got to step it up, you know.
And you'd
After
think...
that game one, he's got high standards to live up to.
I don't blame him.
I mean, what's he doing on the 8, 2, and 19 on the shaker? That's pretty good. They've found another Sep. They'll sprout himself up. He trapped him in, but he's trapped in with them. As this one, it's getting pretty messy, Tsunami.
You'd see the stat line and you'd think, oh, clearly the Medusa's on the Radiant side, right? There's no way the team with the Medusa has 37 kills to the 8 of the Bounty Hunter team and the Queen of Pain team. Ana just feverishly looking for something. Him and No Tail smoked up. Jerax as well. Thompson trying to be the bait. But Secret's not even interested. They're just pushing top tier 2.
And with the items they have, the farm, the Secret has, they can push that a whole lot faster, of course, than OG can ever. Zai blinks in, jumps into the midst of the mall, instant TP backup. As soon as Secret see that there's heroes around, they're straight back. OG's got to get out. Anna tries for the TP, but it will be cancelled. Trapped in by the Fisher. He'll try his best to run, but the Boundless is out. This time, Puppey, he'll take the kill.
How do they keep finding them? Yapsor immediately blinks onto his TP location, gets the enchant totem.
As Thompson, the Sonic Wave into a Sonic Goodbye. As Thompson dead once again on the Queen of Pain. Puppey will have a pause here.
It was painful to watch. I needed it.
They were still having that discussion on why Yapsor missed that Fisher. And now he's blaming bugs. You know,
Bugged.
Yeah, it was just a bug.
My bad.
But OG, they have a mountain to climb if they are to turn this one around. 39-8, 24 minutes in 17K lead. As Yapsor massively breaking ahead from the average. We saw what he could do in game one. They let him do it again in game two. They let that shaker through, OG. And it's certainly biting them in the bottom. This is not looking good at all for OG. This is looking like Secret at their best. And definitely, you can imagine the other teams watching at the moment that are left in the competition. They've got to take close note of what Secret's doing. To make sure that Secret isn't able to do it to them as well.
It's just, I don't know how much you can extract from this either. I mean, obviously Secret. It's possible that they knew that, you know, if we go for an even draft, Secret are just going to beat us based off of skill because, I mean, Secret is looking like the #1 team in the world right now. Whereas OG, they beat VP and it looked really good. They completely destroyed VP actually in this grand span of like 40 minutes for the entire series. But Secret's a different beast, and OG may have felt that the only way we can beat them is by trying to do something different that Secret has never seen before. unfortunately, this one position bounty hunter is just not the answer. This is the bottom 4 net worth bounty hunter.
As OG, I mean, maybe, a high ground defense, is that any good really for OG's heroes? I mean, not really, is it?
No, I mean, as OG tends to do, I imagine they are just going to cut waves.
It's got to be about the split, about the wrap.
Exactly.
It's the only way. Seb, his eyes on him. Sprout up and a TP away, but indeed Zai,
Epicenter.
He's got the control. Fisher as well from Yapzor, making sure that there is no escape for this Prophet.
Played him like a fiddle. Used the Quelling Blade at the beginning of the laning phase. Held on to it until now, just for situations like that.
Into the Roshan they go. Mid one's already got his eyes out on mid. Ooh, Swashbuckle does jump out from the trees. Mid one able to walk back away. They will chase. Rolling Thunder's out. Puppy's there with a false promise immediately. Onto mid one. They can no longer kill this Monkey King. As he'll jump up, Jerax, Swashbuckle's out, but mid one reads him like a book. He's already in position to kill him off after the Swashbuckle. They also catch No Tail.
This Faith Cedix is just going to be impossible for OG to deal with, even whenever they do think that they have a kill.
Oh, and Zai, indeed, dust out. Anna in the river. Can he run? No, he cannot. Yours is out. Mid one wants the kill. Puppy will take it. He's the boss. As Nisha just continues to work on Roshan.
Meanwhile,
now Nisha's been having a chill game, only 1, 2, and 10, hasn't really been involved, and that's the scary thing, he hasn't needed to.
It's casual Scotty at 25 minutes, no big deal.
You add the Medusa into the mix, and it's going to get a whole lot worse for OG in these fights.
How much worse can it get, Owen? It's 8-43, Roche taken, Echo Slam used.
And another one, and another one. Sort of running out of things to say, Tsunami. There's only so many ways you could say OG's dying.
How are you going to disrespect the French audience like this?
OG struggling on the main stage, but hey, maybe as Sheev said, this is all part of the greater plan. You know, OG just wanting to get the fans more game and go for the lower bracket run.
Yeah, let's hope so. Because if they're trying to play Dota, it is not looking that way.
I know, Yapzor, Zai. They found Seb and No Tail. Trying to hit out some impetus. A bit of damage onto Yapzor. It is pushing Yapzor away. And this time, Secret won't actually get the 2 kills that they jump in for. Seb's able to TP out. They should get No Tail, though. Root controls out. No Tail dies. Yapzor, wicked sick. Has No Tail 0, 12. Minus. Moments on this Enchantress, but definitely one of the roughest games they've had, as Secret just proving to highly in this series.
And this would have been like, maybe this is it, maybe this is their come. And Secret is one of the most formidable opponents you could possibly face against, but this is not a good look at all. This does not inspire confidence in their drafting capabilities.
Nisha just standing there, taking the tier 3, base now exposed. Nearly hitting that 1K a minute gold lead. Team Secret in this match. Seb trying his best to keep pressure out on those side lanes. And Secret quick to return the pressure straight on top of him. Thompson blinks out. As Nisha stands his ground, Yapzor's in with the control. Dust as well onto Anna. Anna will have the move speed to get away. Seb buys back.
I mean, 2 of the Secret heroes aren't even here right now. Mid one's farming the Radiant jungle, and this Medusa's just chipping away. All she needs is this Oracle and this Earthshaker. Mid one finally jumps in and makes his appearance known.
And Thompson, as soon as he's in, he's straight back out. The mid-brack's getting taken down. Thompson buys back. Zai being healed up by Puppy. No Tail walks into the front line of fire. Immediately gets shredded. The bottom lane now focused by Secret as they move across. Keep pushing on. They know that there's no stopping. There it is.
That's
GG.
it.
Let the pain and suffering end for OG as Secret take this upper bracket match 2-0. Yapzor finishing in style with a nice free-man Echo Slam. Team Secret, ladies and gentlemen, arguably the scariest team at the moment in Dota 2. They will go on the main stage and they will do this to you. They will absolutely crush you, not just once, because sure, we see these one-sided games in series, but very rarely do we see it back-to-back. And Secret did exactly that. OG did not get to play at all.
No, and I mean, obviously, it's not just a questionable draft from OG. Secret were prepared for it. This Oracle pick was so effective at mitigating all the magic damage, being able to purge off these tracks. Mid one, Monkey King was all over the place despite having to deal with track, and Secret, they are looking like they're going to be in the grand finals without breaking a sweat.
Absolutely. What is going to stop this team? That is the question. And of course, OG, we will see them again. They'll be down in the lower bracket where they'll now have to make their run, but they've got to make some changes. 2 games in a row, Tsunami, where they put a lot of faith into this Pango pick very early on, maybe expecting it to have the coolness and smoothness of a 90s Sonic, but it ends up looking like a 2019 Sonic the Hedgehog. As this series ends 2-0 for Team Secret, as we'll pass you back to the panel.
I know there are a lot of fans of OG in the audience, and you know, I want to be very respectful to you guys, but that was a whooping, you guys. That was an absolute beatdown.
It was.
From start to finish, we thought this game was we thought this series was gonna be more exciting. Where do you want to begin breaking down this game and this series, Grant?
We could. I like with Tsunami. Let's talk about why do you think they went with the Pango pick first again?
Dude, the Pango is not the problem.
But you're always what you're gonna first pick. You don't think it's the problem at all. You think every team should first pick it.
Ana is playing Bounty Hunter, homeboy.
Yeah, that's.
You don't have any natural like tower pressure.
I mean, they didn't have anything that game.
There's a Quap. They pick Quap into like 1 billion stuns. And it's funny
because I was starting off with one, and we were going to go through all 5 of them.
Let's be real. If that was any other team than OG, we would have been like, all right, Secret wins. But because it's OG, you're like, oh.
They have a plan.
God, there's something maniacal here.
Yeah.
Like, this is going to be unbelievable. But then they took that one fight bottom around the shrine, or you could just call it chain feeding. And from there, you're like, all right, well, this game is looking impossible. Because it's just stun after stun. I think Yapsor played incredibly. Zai as well, like they just stun people, and mid one's like, hey, what's up, guys?
20-0 and 14 pulled the Nisha this game.
You know, this was a game of many records set and broken. But I don't think I don't think these are the type of records you want to have on your name with the most deaths at what was it, 20 minutes for Ana.
Yeah. For No Tail, yeah.
For No Tail.
Oh my God, Thompson is 2-11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also,
it was a tough one.
It was. I think just from the beginning, right? And I mean, that's why coming into this series, I was like, it's going to be a 2-0 either way, because either OG's craziness wins or Secret, just best team in the world, runs over him. And that did happen.
They destroyed them.
They did.
I didn't realize it was that bad.
Yeah.
It was worse.
It was
very
worse.
Rough. And I think the biggest thing was they did it all 4v5. Nisha actually just farmed the first 15 minutes of the game, and then she baited a fight bottom by the tier 1 tower. And then, I mean, what are you going to do? Then she has 2 items and you can't fight at all. And there's mid one. Yeah, we talked about it. His Storm and Monkey King. He was first picked, his core, in both the games. Yep. And guess what? He absolutely wrecked in both the games. And that should never be the case.
No.
There's, I saw some tweet about how it feels like every once in a while you're watching Secret play and it looks like they're connected to a hive mind.
Yeah.
And this game, I think, was the best example of that because it just...
perfection.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the same time, I do... You know, it's tricky, right? Because when watching this series and you're seeing Secret dominate the series, it's 2-0, the games, they don't feel close. It's definitely one-sided. But at the same time, I also see OG with drafts that seem a little bit gimmicky.
Yeah,
but that's their whole strategy, right?
But no, it's not. I don't think because they go with look how they got here. They beat OG with this.
You wouldn't say Mag PA is
Mag
gimmicky?
PA is not gimmicky. Mag PA is strong. It's something that people were first doing. It's not a gimmick.
It is now. No one plays it but them.
A gimmick is like sleight of hand. Okay, it's like something that's not repeatable.
I would say it wasn't a TI. I think it's very gimmicky now because why isn't everyone just doing it then? If
it's like Oracle Husker is not a gimmick. It's understood. You know it's good. You know what it beats.
That's definitely
you know how
gimmick.
to beat it. But it's something you can repeat. That's always going to be good.
We're hanging on semantics here.
Well,
Point
there
of
isn't
fact
much.
is, we have seen OG play better than what they brought to the table here today, and I think that is...
Yeah,
that is
just strat better.
Yes, I think it goes back to Puppy, too, because just banning the ABBA Drow both games, it removed 2 of the strats that they beat VP with, and it made OG, I mean, OG had to know that coming in, those heroes might get banned, but still, like, Puppy, I'll still give him the overall MVP. He just had him prepared, and he just won him the series with drafts alone.
I think that they played better, and if you have... Secret almost always plays better, and then you consider they had the easier win condition. How many times, like Thompson, I'm like, okay, there's a chance, but he would just blink in or catch a stun, and then there's another stun, and he's just dead. It's a quap.
Yeah, we didn't talk about, well, me and Sheever kind of they just didn't have one stun on Radiant that entire game.
Wait,
when
really?
when your Shuriken toss is your best stun,
Yeah. You can kill trees when the Monkey King's sitting on them.
that's true.
Wow, that was really...
Yay.
They actually had 0 stuns. I know, and I was like, I can't believe we didn't bring that up. Like 0 stuns will not win games
It's true.
98% of the time.
And the other 2% of the time is?
Luck.
Sure. I didn't know it
Was that what you were going to go for?
No, I just wanted to see what he would say.
Luck it is.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, that is a big thing because you talk about it easier to execute. When you have stuns, everything's easier to execute.
You can't, I've said this a lot. Sheaves is going to, she knows what's coming. But the only way to make Grand, the same player as Miracle,
Yes.
is to make them both stunned. You're not good if you're stunned. You can't play Dota.
We have indeed
compared to
heard
Miracle.
that quite a bit. And you know what? There is actually one hero that does like to stun people a lot. And we've seen him play that Earthshaker twice in a row now.
Yep.
Yapzor has had an incredible series here on the main stage, and it's time to hear from Yapzor right now on the main stage. So let's head over to that.
Hello, Helen here with Yapzor from Team Secret. Congratulations, securing top 3. Stunning performance on both games. Your Earthshaker, wow, it's amazing. Do you remember your stats at all?
Not really. We don't really look
Well,
at
you
it.
have 34 assists in game 1, and those fissures and echo slams were just right on point. Can you tell us your secret? How do you do it?
I don't think we necessarily do anything special right now. I just think we were probably more prepared, and if we end up facing OG again, I don't think the same thing will happen at all. So we just need to stay focused.
我问了一下他的秘密是什么，打得那么好，他说只是准备的非常充足，然后如果再一次面对 OG 的话，可能不会发生同样的事情。Many teams are actually telling me that Secret and EG are at their best form this tournament. What makes Secret so scary to other teams?
Maybe it's our versatility, our will to just play anything, and our preparation.
That's it?
That's all I can say for now.
Okay. 问了一下他们秘密大魔王的为什么打得那么好，就其他队伍都很怕。他说他们准备很充足，然后他们就尽力发挥好自己。Your next opponent is the winner of NIP versus EG. Who do you think you'll face?
I think, depending on history, probably EG. But NIP have looked really strong this tournament as well, so we're just going to be ready for both and just watch the games that are about to be played out.
问了一下，他觉得下个对手会是谁？他说，如果看历史的话，应该是EG，但是他们会准备2支队伍，然后也会看那场比赛。Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great job. 我们稍后还有更精彩的比赛。Back to you, Shiver.
Thank you, Helen and Yapzor. And indeed, versatility, the will to play anything, and preparation is key when it comes to Dota 2, when it comes to this tournament, when it comes to Secret.
Yeah, because Secret's not playing with gimmicks. They're just playing strong heroes. The Earthshaker comes out. I'm surprised it wasn't discussed more by us, really. But the opening of the Shaker, I think, was critical in both games.
Yeah.
It goes back to, I remember watching Mineski play against Beast Coast at ESL Mumbai, and they crushed him. I'm like, yo, Boogie, what was the plan? He's like, we're just going to pick Shaker, man.
That's it.
That was it. And
that's the strat.
I think, it's the hero. There's no real way to react to it. There's more stun time on that hero than anything else in the meta. It's easily repeatable.
Long range and good initiation at the same time.
Great in lanes. And secures off lane if needed.
And also against this Pango, in multiple fights, he only stunned to block the Pango off. And the Pango legitimately wasted his entire ultimate multiple times. I'm actually surprised, like, if you're going to first pick Pango, you got to get rid of Earthshaker. Yapzor actually ruined multiple team fights without even the global silence or anything, just by himself.
And if that is the first pick from both sides already, that...
I already favor the Shaker.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm sure we're going to see something being done about that Shaker in the series to come. But Secret, they are in the upper bracket.
Top 3.
Upper bracket finals, but they need an opponent, That's a lot more fun if they have an opponent. It's going to be one of the next 2 teams.
And I'm hyped for this. This is the match I've been waiting for. And it would boggle my mind. Who knows who will win, but if it's EG Secret again in the major, in a winner bracket final, like year after year, it feels like these teams, they go up and down, there's roster changes, but no matter what, it's always them.
comes back to them eventually, you know. And then NIP, I mean, if there's one guy, I mean, you're always going to talk about, if there's one guy who knows EG, it's the guy on NIP right now, which is PVD, and he said he had a ROTK's number. The question is, will he say he has Fly's number afterwards?
Dude, he's had Bulba's number for like at least 7 or 8 years. They played together way back then, right?
They did.
Yeah.
They did. It's going to be an exciting match for sure. It's going to be an upper bracket one that is worthy of the name. But before that happens, you guys, before we're going to EG versus Ninjas in Pajamas, we need to take a break. But when we're back, it is time for more Dota 2 here at the MDL Disneyland Paris Major.
Secret will take this 2-0. I like it.
As they'll find one more route onto him, under the tower they go.
Melee range. Mastery buff off of the Monkey King.
And he's just dead. Thompson to contest the farm. He's got to be careful and face shots into the sentry. Seb is there with the dust and a good nature's wrap as well. Tracks are out. They'll look to Yapsaw. They have lost the Enchantress, but they're finding one kill. Tracks out on Zazai as well. They'll be able to find 2. The pair of them have a snake out. Can they kill him off? They can. Sonic Wave's there for Thompson. They'll get the kill, but they lose Anna. He's picked up a second kill. Can they have the control for Zeb? No tail here as well. They're still looking for mid one. He is. They have the vision. Swashbuckle from Jarek's out onto the 2 of them. No tail's coming across.